Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot love reading. We're going to talk about love, dating, romance, sex, anything that wants to come through in the area of your romantic life. Please come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, a desire to learn something or better yourself. If the messages that come through don't resonate for you, that's completely fine. Feel free to push them aside. You may want to revisit them at a later date. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. This is, of course, optional advice and guidance, an energy check-in. That being said, let's try and get you some helpful, insightful messages about your love life, your dating life, wherever you are at on that path. All right, here we go. So bottom of your deck is the Hermit card. All right, so possibly a Virgo might be coming in. You may be waiting to hear back from any sign, really, especially a Virgo, but it could be any sign. Somebody kind of feels like they've left you on pause or they've left you on red and you're not sure whether you should invest more time and energy in this or if you feel like they've kind of slowly lost interest and they're not coming forward and saying it. So let's see where we're at with that. I definitely see a message here for some of you. It's like this person, whoever it is, took too long getting back to you. And I feel like there's this message of, well, you missed your opportunity. Like when they do reach out to you, it's almost like they're shocked to learn that you're not interested anymore. And it's not even necessarily that you found someone new. It's just your vibe is too high. You got too much self-respect to put up with people who don't know what they want. I don't hate that message. I try not to cut yourself off too short by not giving people enough chances. But for some of you, it's like you did give this person a chance. For the majority of you, and again, this is one storyline. There's probably multiple ones going on here. But yeah, it's like you reached out, they didn't respond to your text. And like you reached out one more time, they still didn't do anything. And you're like, all right, that's it. And it's like you hear from them like a month later, like, oh my gosh, hey, like, I don't even know if they give you an excuse, like I was busy or this. For some of you, they just expect that they'll be, taken back into your life. And you're just like, nope, not having it. That could also be a storyline with a child who's constantly borrowing money from you or leaning on you for support, asking you for things when they need it, and only showing up to help you when it's convenient. So you may kind of have someone trying to come back into your life, and there's just this very no is a full sentence. You're just like, no, it's just not happening this time. Again, it has to do with self-respect and creating good boundaries, and it has to do with the toleration of what you're willing to accept and what you think you deserve in terms of any partnership or friendship or relationship. So I actually do like that vibe very much. All right, so let's see. Others of you, it seems like you're shocked to learn. Oh, what are you shocked to learn? Some sort of news arise. This is probably through a screen. So I'm guessing on social media or a dating app. For some of you, you're surprised to learn that the person you were interested in or the person you were talking to isn't actually single, even though they claim to be or pretend to be. It's hidden at first, but it eventually comes to light. So you don't need to be worried or suspicious about, I don't want all of you out there automatically assuming your person is not being honest with you. That's not the case. But for a select few of you, especially your intuition is probably on point. If you've been like, there's just like something weird there, if you've been asking your tarot cards or your pendulum or I don't know, kind of vibing it out and asking your friend's opinion about your person, for a lot of you, it's like they pretend to be single, but they're not. And I don't even think they're in like a loveless marriage. Like it's more complicated in that the person that they're with or married to, whatever it is, they don't have any idea that their person is like looking elsewhere for, alternate routes or alternate paths rather in romantic relationships. So that just seems conniving and sneaky. I don't love that. Again, that could be your Virgo. I got nothing against my lovely Virgo people, but some of you have cross paths with one that is not vibing super high. So just putting that out there, but of course it could be another sign. Let's see. So some of you are just working really hard to manifest partnership. It's not necessarily that you have any prospects here in the physical reality here in the 3D, but you are working every day and like journaling about what you want, showing the universe with, certain acts of gratitude and appreciation, for the life that you want to create and also the life that you have now currently. But yeah, some of you, it's like you feel like you're ready for the one, or you're ready to put yourself back out there after a period of stagnation, or a period of healing, or a period of solitude. With the Hermit, some of you, it's just like you didn't have the capacity to date. And so you sort of withdrew from that world for a bit. It could be that you were just very busy with work, or if you're in a partnership, it just feels like you haven't had that time or that energy to be romantic or sexual or passionate. So I do see that changing in the coming month. I think there's more desire to put yourself out there and be social. Some of you, there might be an air sign that you go out with that you're very intimidated by, and vice versa. But I'm almost getting this idea of that you both sort of misread this person. I think it's like this mutual thing that happens. It's like you write the other person off as kind of cold or aloof or snobby, when really it's like I think they're quiet because they're very intimidated by you, and they're all up in their head about trying to impress you, and vice versa. It's like you're focusing so hard on not saying the wrong thing and trying to say the right thing that you both sort of lose yourself in the first meetup, or the first meetup or two. I don't know. I would say give this time, because there's huge opportunity for this to transform into not only a good friendship, but something that feels very engaging. And I'm hearing the word freedom. There's a lot of space to breathe in this relationship, and something about freedom of intellect. You don't feel like you always have to agree with this person. You may actually get into really fun sort of banter about, I don't know how to say it. It's like fun disagreements. It's like you like to challenge each other intellectually, and that's sort of like this nice little playground for you guys where you're able to meet and kind of stand your own, but it's in this flirty kind of way. It's not like you're trying to one up the other person, though there is sort of a slight like a playful competition, I guess. That could also be with a fire sign or a fellow Capricorn. Again, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, especially Aquarius and Libra. But yeah, for that, if that resonates for any of you, if you had a date that was just, it seemed kind of like meh, but you think this person is attractive, but you're not sure if the personality is connecting with you, I would give that another chance, because I do see that turning into something that could be very, again, engaging and pleasing. I like that energy quite a bit. Someone in your friends group may be celebrating a birthday or an anniversary or a promotion at work, and there may be an opportunity to go out and meet up with a group of people socially, and within that setting you may get introduced to someone new who could possibly be a romantic prospect for those who are single and looking. Try not to cut yourself off from social connections in the coming weeks or months. Work stuff, if like after work drinks, or going out to dinner, or whatever it is. And some sort of social meetup. There could be potentially romantic vibes. I'm hearing someone's brother, which is really non-specific to me, but that might make sense for someone out there. I feel like there's a lot of Scorpios around you in the coming month. And not to say you're interested in all of them, but I think you do like the attention, but I also heard the word intensity. So there might be a Scorpio in your life who just, I don't know, they come in and pull out all the stops, and which isn't typical Scorpio energy. At first I think Scorpios tend to be a little bit, keeping their distance, right? Because they don't want you to be able to see through them and sort of penetrate that armor they wear. But I don't know, it seems like you have one or multiple Scorpios in your life that are really putting their cards on the table of like, I like you, Capricorn, and I want to date you, and I want to do this, and we should go here. So some of you may end up choosing to be with a Scorpio for a bit, and again, try it on for size, see how it goes. There's something about either a large group of Scorpios, or something about when you hang out with this Scorpio, they have like a big group of friends that you're sort of welcomed into. They may come from a very big family, and you may be asked or encouraged or invited to meet with the family sooner than later. A lot of people floating around. I don't know why I'm getting Scorpio so much, but I am. Also maybe Leo or Capricorn with that energy, so another storyline there. All right, then let's see. The social connection at work, or at a birthday party, or some sort of celebration. Someone's celebrating some milestone or some good news. That could also be you, Capricorn. There might be a connection with a Pisces there that's very strong. I do feel like there's a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces Pisces, who is watching you at a distance. So I don't know if this is an ex or someone who just has a crush on you, somebody who friended you on social media, or, you know, your neighbor, or someone you see at the post office or the cafe or something like that. They're watching you, but I think they know that you're not available, or at least they've convinced themselves that you're not available. So it's like they dream about asking you out, but they don't seem to be taking any steps forward to make that happen. They're very lost in their emotions, and very indecisive as well. I think they lack confidence, but they also kind of look up to you and put you up on a pedestal as like their dream man or their dream woman or something like that. They definitely have a very strong fantasy life going on in their head. I think they definitely think about you romantically at night. You know what I'm getting at, right? There's a lot of thought about you, but there's not a lot of action or verbal communication. But definitely a lot of like checking out all your handles and profiles and seeing what you're up to, and sort of trying to get a handle on the competition too. So for those who are currently with someone, I do feel like there's a water sign that still has eyes for you or still has a crush on you. But if they know you're with someone, they're not going to make a move on you. They respect that boundary, but there is sort of this longing and hoping and this desire that things in your life may change and you'll choose them. A lot of you seem to just be like really content this month. Like there's little like pockets of you know, drama, or again like a date that kind of seems like a flop. Like there's little storylines of that, but overall like the Nine of Pentacles is really standing out to me. And this card says pause and savor the results of your success. So something is going very, very right for you. And there is a change of luck. There's a change of fortune for the better. From the Nine of Wands, this card says it would take a hell of a lot more to defeat you. So some sort of loss or grieving period or a need for just, you know, to rest, to take a beat for yourself. That goes into the Nine of Pentacles and into the world. So it feels like whatever that obstacle or challenge was, while it may never leave your life entirely, right? Maybe you're grieving the loss of someone in your life. There is progress in terms of building a more steady ground and feeling able and ready to move forward and open yourself up to new connections. So have faith. Things do definitely get better here. I'm really intrigued by this whole like date that had a false start. Again, like meeting up with that energy that you guys just don't jive at first, even though there's mutual attraction, because it's like, I don't know, something was misinterpreted, or you were both so nervous to be around the other person that you didn't kind of let your authentic self shine. Like, I think both of you just need to like relax and take a deep breath, because there's something very witty and charismatic and very intelligent about this person that like really turns you on, and vice versa. But it's like you both need to share that side of yourselves, or else it's just going to be kind of wah-wah, right? That could also be a Virgo too. Again, I feel like there's multiple Virgos here. There's a lot of Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo energy coming through. Yeah. Let's see. Family is whoever makes you feel most safe and comfortable being you. Treat yourself to something shiny every now and then. Taking time for deep self-reflection is essential. And just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. Get ready. Things are about to get shaken up. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave you with that. Thanks for tuning in today. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.